When you look at how the playoffs went, they didn't exactly go how Isaiah King Jr. wanted them in back-to-back seasons. This season we lose to the Colts, and the year before that we lost in the divisional round. Isaiah was one game away from the conference championship, and his team could not get the job done. Whether you want to blame Lamar, Isaiah, or that defense, they just haven't really been what they've needed to be. Now Isaiah, as you guys can tell here, has made the Pro Bowl roster. He is the #1 running back, but Isaiah has said, pump the brakes, I'm skipping that. I've got some big decisions to go ahead and make here in the offseason. Now the awards are being handed out, and Isaiah King Jr. walks out of here with the MVP award. I mean, you saw his season, you saw his numbers. Of course he was going to do that, shattering so many records. They had to give him the trophy. The Coach of the Year goes to John Harbaugh. Of course, the Ravens have the best record in the entire NFL. Your Offensive MVP goes to Isaiah King Jr. Your Defensive Player of the Year goes to Devin Bush. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year is Darius Stork. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Ashley Okoye. Best quarterback is somehow Phillip Rivers. That kind of blows my mind. Best running back, again, Isaiah King Jr. Receiver, Josh Dotson. Offensive lineman, Marshall Yanda. Defensive lineman, Leonard Williams. Your best linebacker, again, Devin Bush. Defensive back, Kenny Moore II. And your best kicker, because they're people too, Austin Seibert. In the NFC, Cam Newton has not been injured, and he ends up dominating into the Offensive Player of the Year on that side. Your Defensive Player of the Year is Khalil Mack for what feels like the millionth time. Rookie of the Year is Neil Waldron. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Kobe Stamey. Best quarterback is Matt Ryan. Best running back is David Johnson. Best receiver, Julio Jones. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin. Defensive lineman, Cam Jordan. Linebacker, again, Khalil Mack. Defensive back, Marcus Peters. And kicker, because, as I said, they're people too, Aldrick Roses. So when you win that many awards, you have plenty of opportunities to go ahead and increase your stats. And Isaiah says, look, whether I stay with Baltimore or go somewhere else, this will benefit me. So Isaiah says, first up, to go ahead and increase our power back status. Now, a 92 overall, Isaiah gets +2 stiff arm, +2 trucking, and he gets a ton of new things he could possibly add to his repertoire. We're also going to go ahead and increase his elusive back, which now makes him a 94 overall. He gets +3 to awareness and +2 to carrying. And the last one we're going to do is, again, elusive, because that is where he shines the most. 95 overall, we're going to see +1 to awareness, ball carrier vision, and carrying, and +2 to his spin move. So a lot of big pieces of news that end up coming out of here. You see Tom Brady ends up retiring. Drew Brees is also retiring as well. Some people speculate that he might come back, but it sounds like he's going to be done. The Seahawks are going to be your Super Bowl champions. And there's some other news out here again, as in they're shouting out Isaiah for his incredible awards, but everyone wants to know, is he staying or is he going? And well, the answer is that Isaiah King Jr. is staying one final season in Baltimore. Win or lose this season, Isaiah and the Baltimore Ravens have agreed that he can go ahead and test free agency and decide what he will want to do from there. But with that being said, the draft is done. Isaiah feels like we have unfinished business. We have to load up on this defense and just do better. The draft, they do go ahead and get a guy with their first round pick, a 67 overall left outside linebacker. Probably will not contribute much this season, if I had to imagine. You get a receiver at a 64, a right end at a 69 overall, a corner at 66, a free safety at 64. I can appreciate the amount of defense they went after. Corner and free safety seem to be their positions of need, especially strong safety and free safety, but you would hope there would be an impact player. There was not, but don't worry. They still have Isaiah King Jr. Looking at the roster in what could be Isaiah King Jr.'s final season with the Ravens, you see him at a 93 overall. Michael Pierce, Earl Thomas, Marlon Humphrey, Justin Tucker, all there still pretty high. Miles Jack is going to be a big-time player for this defense, already up to an 87 overall. Ronnie Stanley, I mean, the offensive line is looking better. We're only seeing that Lamar Jackson's an 85 overall, but I got a feeling this is going to be his breakout year for our team in Madden. There's so many talented players. The offensive line is still pretty much what it was, but they have gotten better. You see Jose Feliz, guy that was sticking around last year as a rookie, is now an 80 overall. Lots of talent, lots of playmakers. Is this a season that the Ravens go ahead and take that extra step and get themselves to that Super Bowl? Only one way to find that out. You always like to come out here and set a season goal, and with Isaiah breaking the rushing record in a lot of different ways last year, we're going to try to go for a touchdown record. We want in this season for Isaiah, for him to break the single season rushing touchdown record. It's a lot, but I believe he can do it. If you're unfamiliar with that record, as you can see, LaDainian Tomlinson had 28 rushing touchdowns in 2006, beating Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander. Isaiah had 25, but he's got to go ahead and step it up if he wants to beat that record. He needs to get 3 more than what he did, plus 1 more to break it. We don't want to tie anything, we want to break that. And don't forget the heart-breaking defeat of being 1 single yard shy of the all-time season rushing record. And again, we're trying to break the single season rushing record for both yards and rushing touchdowns. Two big things, and if you want to set the tempo, you gotta do it right here, right now. And one thing I do want to address is that a lot of you guys might have feedback on, you should have left for free agency, you shouldn't have stayed here with the Ravens. Can you imagine leaving Lamar Jackson this early in his prime? To me, and a couple people pointed it out in the comments, if Isaiah can win a championship with Lamar Jackson, it would be a travesty and something that just wouldn't look good in his resume for his career. Now, Isaiah has made a vow to these fans that he is guaranteeing a Super Bowl win this season. Will he be able to do that? I don't know, but he made a guarantee, and Isaiah, if there's anything he sticks by, it's his word, that's for sure. Lamar completes his first pass to Isaiah there for 13 yards. Isaiah standing in the backfield. Blitz is coming. Lamar's out here rolling, and Lamar's going to take a pretty bad sack to Leonard Williams. Now, that sack was bad, but it puts us in pretty bad territory. A 9-yard loss in that play means that we've got to make up a whole lot of yards really quickly. Lamar, all the time in the world, throws a dot here, and Aguilar is going to catch that one. He gets all the way down to the 39-yard line. I got to be honest, if that's the Lamar Jackson we're seeing, this team is going to be an absolute problem. We got to hope our defense can hold up, and judging by the first part of the drive, that's not looking exactly ideal. To be honest, though, we're out here worrying about Lamar Jackson, what he can and cannot do right now, but how about Isaiah, who's run 3 times for 4 yards? Okay, Isaiah, I see you. Okay, we will never talk bad about you again. Nice little pickup. Isaiah rattled off for 15 there. Lamar is going back under center here from the 22, almost in the red zone. Halfback toss to the right. Isaiah's trying to find a little bit of room, cuts inside, and gets us to the red zone. Lamar's looking to make a little bit of magic happen. Isaiah moves out to the right. He's wide open. He's going to catch this ball. He's got plenty of room. He's going to try to stiff arm. Excuse me. Jamal Adams. You got to hit that man that hard. Well, it's not a rushing touchdown, but we'll take the receiving touchdown. As Isaiah goes into the end zone, gets hit pretty hard, but he gets right back up. While Coach Harbaugh was pretty happy with how Isaiah did on that drive, he is not happy with our defense giving up yet another touchdown again. Run up the middle didn't go overly well, but we're going to try to get one on the outside here. Lamar pitches it out to Isaiah. He's looking for some room and just cannot find anywhere to run. This Jets defense has seemed to key on Isaiah and say, look, if you're going to beat us, it's through the air. We've seen Lamar struggle a little bit against us. We want to see what he can do. This ball is thrown deep. He's got a Hollywood Brown, and Hollywood Brown says, hold on, buddy. Lamar ain't struggling against nobody. If you look up the definition of a dot in the dictionary, there's a picture of Lamar Jackson's throw that he just made on that drive. If you want to see the picture of a bad block, it's, well, that run. So Isaiah's poor run leads us back to Lamar Jackson, who I mind you is 4 for 4 for 118 yards and a touchdown so far today. Lamar throws another good pass. He's got Nelson Aguilar. Hold on just 1 second, buddy. Isaiah's dreams of being the feature back and breaking records might have to go on the back burner. Lamar Jackson put us in his backpack. He's coming up big. Do my eyes deceive me? Or did our defense actually come up, make a stop, and give us an opportunity to take the lead here? A deep little punt out here by Isaiah. Doing on the right-hand side, he says, hold on, let me show off the speed real quick. Isaiah's out here flexing. I like the juke move. He gets himself down about the 35, 36-yard line. So far, it has been one heck of a game today to start off the season. Isaiah looking for some room. He's going to find it. It moves his way down through. Might have been a face mask there, but he picks up 8 yards. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Going back to a run across the middle. Isaiah with all the room in the world. Got a guy juked out of his shoes. Isaiah is nearly gone. But what a tackle by C.J. Mosley. I mean, we're talking a shoelace tackle by C.J. Mosley just saved this game from being 21-14. Well, halfback counter. They haven't worked out too well for Isaiah. He's got some room here. Got one guy to beat. Jamal Adams is out here giving concussions left and right. 2-minute warning is here. Isaiah is now in the zone, as you can tell. As long as he's not tackled for a loss, he should be pretty good here. Great blocking. Isaiah cannot juke out that man to save his life. You don't want to become one-dimensional here, so you're going to see Isaiah line up on the left-hand side. Lamar back in shotgun. Lamar's taking off running. Lamar's got all the room in the world. Slides into the end zone, and he's down at the 1, which is good news for Isaiah. First and goal from the 1. Plenty of opportunity to run the football here. Halfback toss for Isaiah, and he's into the end zone completely untouched. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 28 more touchdowns to break that record. It's going to be a tough one. I think if we're being honest, we need to put a hashtag WANG. No, that's not inappropriate. It stands for what a nice guy. Because Lamar Jackson, got to admit, what a nice guy. Sliding down at the 1-yard line. So his franchise running back can go out here and put some moves on defenses like that and get himself into the end zone. With 44 seconds and 2 timeouts, we're going to try to get in the end zone one more time to extend our lead. It's going to need a lot of passes and a lot of good luck. Isaiah comes out of the backfield running wild. We're going to go ahead and take our second timeout here. Leave us with one left. It's Isaiah's third grab of the day. He's got 51 yards in the afternoon. So play action opportunity coming up. Probably not the smartest thing to do here, but we'll take it. Lamar says, hold on, buddy. Speaking of taking, I'm going to run right up the middle of the field. Going to the hurry up offense now. 1st and 10. Oh my God, he's got him wide open. Lamar's out here slinging it in Hollywood Brown. If you had him on your fantasy team, go ahead and check your app. 6 more points for Hollywood Brown on that grab. Starting out the second half, we've got a 14-point lead. And if you were one of those people that was saying, Isaiah should have went to a different team, looks like you're looking a little bit foolish now. This team is cooking on all cylinders. Isaiah's picking up steam now. We got a rushing touchdown under his belt. He's approaching 100 yards in the afternoon. He's got some big plays on his way, but the Jets are saying, hold on, buddy. We're still out here playing defense. So with 3rd down and inches, we're going to a power formation here. We got 2 people in the backfield to block for the greatest running back of all time, or soon to be called that. With that 1st down, we've got a little opportunity here from the 35 for Lamar to go ahead and pass it again. Lamar goes for a short underneath pass. Hasn't really thrown too many of those so far today. Lamar is actually a perfect 8 for 8 today, just under 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's on fire today. Isaiah again trying to find a seam, just didn't pick the right gap to shoot. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. After a pretty strong start to this drive, it's looking a little mediocre at the moment. And Lamar Jackson is back to hating the grass. Now, while our defense did give up a couple of points, it was only 3. It wasn't a touchdown, so we're okay in that regard. At least Sneed's going to move in motion. Isaiah had nowhere to run. I've honestly been running Isaiah up the middle a little bit too much, and as you can tell, they have 2 superstar guys in the middle, so probably not our best decision to do that. Let's go back to the passing game. Oh my God, Lamar Jackson out here slinging it again in Hollywood Brown. He got another one. You're really seeing Lamar Jackson step up and look like the guy that he looks like in the real life NFL. 11-point lead still. Half field. Isaiah again, nowhere. Orlando Brown Jr., who were you blocking? Start of the 4th quarter. 11-point lead still at the middle of the field. Isaiah found a seam. A good juke is going to push himself past the 1st down marker. 3 yards from 100. Definition of a big-time player making a big-time play there. Isaiah leaks out of the backfield, but instead Lamar goes over here to, excuse me, Nelson Aguilar? Excuse me, sir? I had no idea Nelson Aguilar was going to be out here Randy Mossing people today, but I'm here for it. Isaiah's trying to run inside the tackles now. Jamal Adams is in the box. Isaiah says, excuse me, I got reservations for 6 at Chili's. Let me go ahead and celebrate. My 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. While Baltimore's still doing well, the Jets are back on the board, and we've got some more work to do on offense here. Isaiah goes up the middle for 2 yards, but he's got plenty more to go. The unfortunate part is we can't get one-dimensional here. If we run it too much, they're going to have a quick 3 and out. So we got to make sure we play off of that little running desire and get a couple of passes to go here. Isaiah sees his quarterback go up the middle, and Lamar picks up another 1st down. The Jets are still pretty heavy in the box right now. Trying to make a run work here. Isaiah tried to slip to the outside of Jamal Adams, and if he got it, he was gone. But as every single one of you can tell, he did not slip Jamal Adams, so did not go down for an end zone run. Go play here. Lamar quickly gets rid of it. The maturation of Lamar Jackson. I'm here for it. Lamar has played brilliant today. Only 1 incompletion on the afternoon. Run out here from Isaiah, trying to find some room. Doesn't have enough blockers to get him out, but he's still close to the 1st down. Coach Harbaugh knows that we're getting close to the 2-minute warning. He wants to waste a little bit of time. If we can get a field goal here, we're okay. But Isaiah, young fella, wants a touchdown. He's breaking another one, and Isaiah is gone. Not 1, not 2. Count them 3 rushing touchdowns today. If you give him an ounce of daylight, it's pretty much a wrap for him. Now, we're up pretty significantly now. The Jets still have some timeouts, and we're just trying to waste the clock a little bit, and then we're out of here. And with that, this game is going to be a wrap. Isaiah started off so slow. The Jets keyed on him, but he proved. You give him an ounce of daylight, he's going to make your defense pay every single time. Lamar Jackson on the day has a perfect quarterback rating. 11 for 12 on the afternoon with 267 yards. Not 1, not 2. 3 touchdowns and not a single turnover. Sam Darnold did not play bad at all. He was never close to how our boy Lamar Jackson played. On the rushing side, Isaiah had 28 attempts for 170 yards and 3, count them 3, rushing touchdowns. He only broke 1 tackle today, but that was because the dude, when he found a gap, found a little area to shine, he was gone. In the air, Christopher Herndon, the 4th, had 8 catches for 74 yards. Crowder showed up pretty big too. Really, we didn't have anybody outside of Hollywood Brown go off. 3 catches, 120 yards. A lot of deep bombs for him. Gotta love the 1 touchdown that he had. Aguilar had 3 for 74. Isaiah had 351 and with a touchdown. You gotta absolutely love that. That was one heck of a start to a season that a lot of people didn't expect Isaiah to be back in Baltimore. But even if he goes out here and dominates and wins back-to-back MVPs, none of his personal accolades absolutely matter. If he does not win a Super Bowl, the season is a bust. He's got to go out there and lead his team in the regular season to have a first-round bye. And then each and every week in the playoffs, dominate like he knows he can. Because at the end of this year, the Super Bowl ring is the only thing that matters.